they put a kind of a version of it, I suppose a pilot version of it, on the TV last year with Brian McFadden and Paul Walsh from Roy 7. And I remember, even though you could see it was a very rough and ready kind of concept, I thought to myself, God, that's a good idea. It's about the song. It's about the songwriter. It's not really about the artist. Here we are, they're actually acknowledging that there's an industry out there called the music industry. And there are songwriters who are normally very invisible. So I was seduced by all of that. And then when they contacted me, I said yeah straight away, because I just love the idea. I enjoyed both things, because with the Voice of Ireland I was reminded about just how much experience I have that I didn't really think about much, because I'm always thinking about moving forward. But on the hit, all of a sudden I'm not even playing guitar. I've got to find a great song very quickly. So it was a lot of pressure, welcome pressure. I love a bit of pressure. But yeah, it was very different to suddenly be a contestant again. It's such an unnatural way to choose a song. Normally if I get sent songs, I get a chance to live with them. I listen to them over and over again. I'll play them to my mates. I'll see if will they fit with the rest of my repertoire, all of that stuff. Running in and out of hubs for 5 or 6 different songs, and really only having time to listen to a verse and a chorus. After 4 or 5 of the songs, you think, which was the one I liked again? And then the second time I did that, I was even less sure instead of more sure. So I came out, and you saw the bit, I suppose, on TV where I go, I'm in trouble. I'm really in trouble here, because I don't love any of them. I think they're all good, but I don't really love any of them. So of course, that didn't go well. I'm always looking for a way that somebody has a lyric that I wouldn't have thought of myself. The great thing about somebody who's a songwriter as opposed to a singer, you can kind of slip into bad habits when you're a singer-songwriter. You kind of know your voice sounds good, you know which high notes you can sing, all that. Whereas somebody who doesn't really sing or doesn't know your voice that well might just put a melody together that you would never have thought of doing. So I was going into it trying to be as open-minded as possible, thinking it's going to be really interesting to see what's behind those doors. Honestly, there might be an amazing song. So it's a risk. You have complete freedom. That's what was absolutely from the get-go. They assured me, look, you can do whatever you want with these songs. That's the idea. You've got to make them, you know, I've got to basically put my stamp on them to make it something that I might play live in my set. And I couldn't have a song that would just really stick out or jar, you know. I see why they did it now. An artist at the beginning of their career and an artist much further down the line in their career. I think it probably makes for very interesting watching, to see 2 artists still hungry at the stage of the career that they're at. So no, it's good. It actually made us better friends in a way. And we've had a real laugh since we've been doing bits of press together and so on. He's great. 2 really exciting things. I'm in the middle of an album of Joni Mitchell's songs. She's about to be 70. And I'm going to put that out as a show, as in, it's going to be quite different than anything I've done before, because it's all going to be her songs. And I'm going to do it like a little theatre piece. So after the hit, the final of the hit, I literally the next day get on a plane and fly to Australia and do 15 shows around that continent. And my album Voice is just coming out there now, so that's what I'm going out to promote. I'm always kind of a year ahead of myself, kind of. But I'll be back at the end of September, continuing on, which will become my 12th album, the Joni album. And then hopefully you'll be doing a piece with me about that. I'm very excited about it.